What is up, everyone? Kyle here. Today we are going to be doing the infamous oil change in a 2023 Ford Ranger. Obviously this is a Tremor. That doesn't make a difference. The oil change is still going to be the same no matter what trim line it is or package it has on it. But we are going to be doing that today. Now, before you guys freak out, I know I said the next Ranger video was going to be me off-roading in it. The area I go off-roading, I have to go through a creek bed to get back to the area. And with the amount of rain last night, as you can see, water still underneath the truck I'm driving home, roads are wet. That creek bed is a river right now, just completely flooded. Can't even get back to the area to go off-roading. So I know I will still do that. Don't you guys worry. We'll be doing an off-road video with this. I already took the Raptor out there in the area, so I know how the Raptor handled. I know the areas where the Raptor kind of bottomed out, scuffed, things like that. So I will be comparing that to this, or this to that. Don't freak out, I didn't forget about it. Just today we are going to be doing this because I just can't get out to the other area. So let's jump up into this thing. As you guys now see, we've reached 11,108 miles. Almost all ones. And if I turn it on, yes, I know, driver door open. 23.6 miles per gallon is what we've been averaging. So that 23.6 is over the entire life of the vehicle, not just one trip, not just some little, downhill spree. That's what I've gotten driving this truck to and from work every day. Over the 11,100 miles, 23.6 miles per gallon. So this thing is getting pretty decent gas mileage. As you guys know, Ford has it only rated at 19 highway, 19 city. I'm averaging 26.3. So hopefully that continues, we'll see. Let's get the hood popped up here. As you guys see, no struts. I'm gonna put the phone down to get the hood prop in there. Hood prop is in, oil filter is down there on this right, on this driver's side. And I have to take all these out. So you look at this, these are metal actual bolts. In other videos I've seen, Ford just used push pins. So that's interesting. Come back up to the top here. Oil cap says 530. All right, make sure we get some 530. Jump in here, every other Ford vehicle I own, for some reason, ran on 520. So I think all I got is, oh, I do have some 530. Perfect. So I got some here. So I got some here I can already use, but obviously it's not gonna be enough. I will have to go buy more. So off to the store we go. Before we go to the store, let's take a look at this magical cheat sheet we have to see how much oil we actually need. So it's sitting in here. That ain't it. There it is. There it is, 5W30. 6.2 quarts. I'm sorry. How much? 6.2 quarts. Usually 5, 6, 12 in the Shelby. 6.2. Little motor's taking more oil than what I thought it would. Probably turbo cooling lines, things like that. A lot of oil's feeding through that. But so I need 6.2. I have 1.5 there. So if my calculations are correct, there's one more of those. So let's go. Okay guys, we are back home. As you can see, it is raining out there. Again, I do have the wheel here turned as far as it will go. Wheel is turned as far as you can go. As you can see, there is easy access to all these bolts, which is just right behind there is the oil filter and everything. But I'm actually gonna take the wheel off because once the truck cools down, I am going to rotate the tires as well. Might as well. Going to switch out one here at the bottom because that is brand new. So in that way, all the tires get into the rotation and it's not just, the drive wheels on that one basically gets never used. Don't want to do that. Want to work them all. So once the truck cools down a little bit, we'll get going doing that. To access parts for like taking the wheel off, has this little bit right here. See, nothing else underneath the vehicle. But just pull the seat up with these tabs, release these, and you have the stuff to take the wheel off. And then because space is so limited, in the back seat of the Ranger, on the passenger side now, there is a tab here, which you pull up, which brings everything forward, which then gives you access to the jack here behind the seat. And then your fuel cap or fuel filler funnel there. Okay, how to get the spare tire off? Still do this, okay. Fine, you take this off. Some pictures or some trucks you'll see keys. Mine did not, just have a simple hole there. It was unlocked, I just turned it up and then pulled it out. It gave me this. This goes in here. If we look up above, you gotta have two. There's a hole, and then it feeds into this cup. It kind of locks in, and then that's what will lower the wheel. And then counterclockwise, and you can see it's starting to come down there. And slowly but surely, the wheel will work its way all the way to the ground. So with this truck, I opted for a full-size spare. My Raptor had a full-size spare. Looking at the Raptor, it had an actual secondary set of, like, another wheel stuck up underneath there. This one does not. It's a full-size spare, but just a spare tire in there, not like an actual set that looks like those. So just learned how to put it down, put it up, showed you guys there. But I will not be rotating tires that way because I am not going to run a Steely when I have those wheels. I'm just going to rotate the tires normally. Big disappointment after seeing that, but it is what it is. Well, I showed you guys earlier, there is no lock on this one like some of the vehicles, and then a turn. That's it. This is just like that. Wheel went back up where it's going to stay. Okay, so to get those bolts up top, it's a ratchet extension, 10 mil, gives you all the room in the world. So there it's on, and gives you plenty of room to take it off. So I got this off. You can see the filter is just right behind there. I'll probably take this one off, but I won't take this whole thing off. I see a lot of people that take this whole thing off. I'm pretty sure I'll just be able to, I can tuck it under there and work with the oil filter. You can see it right there. If you guys look, there is a little drain plug there. There's the oil filter, it drains. There's a drain channel that goes down. You can see it goes down that way underneath the car, and you can kind of let it sit there so that way less of a mess, hopefully. And you can see oil drips down there. It will collect in there. Let me speed this up a little bit, and then it'll drip right there. Missed just a little bit, simply because I didn't know exactly where it's going to come out. Right there is where it comes out. You can see it right there. It's dripping in and dripping down. Old filter there, new filter here. When I get that attached and get it all on. Okay, got ahead of myself, just started working like I normally do. So the drain plug for oil is, so it's right there. For reference, it is directly underneath this pan here. Gotta help her today, guys. Gotta help her today. So the oil drain plug is right up there. So you can see it right there. So back up, come around, and yep, it is sitting right there. So that way you guys know where it's at. Now this pan takes 4 15 mil bolts, one there, one there, one there, one there. The easiest way to access it, to access that bolt without, spilling all up on top of that, is just take this pan out. The 2 drop out and these just kind of slide in. So these slide out and those just come out. You can put your container right there, catch all the oil without dripping any. So relatively easy to get that out of the way. Not hard at all. The last thing now is just fill it up. 6.2 quarts. And then we're good to go. everything is located on top of the motor. Right here, oil fill, dipstick, super easy. Unfortunately, with how long the prop is, you pull the dipstick up, you hit the top, the dipsticks, see? Hit the top, dipstick's still in the hole. So you have to like angle it, but just something I noticed. All right, oil change is done. Don't forget to go on and clear your history so the oil says it's new again. So then you go over, settings, vehicle, oil life, reset, oil life successful, 100%, and then that is it.